you have energy that try to fraud your character, make you seem like someone that you're not, really displace you. Okay, that's the energy I'm picking up, like displacement. There's energies that were trying to force you to feel out of place, okay, so they could take your place. But you know better than that. You know what that energy looks like, and you respond accordingly. So now this energy, they feel foolish because they should have known better. Some of them are so angry that they keep trying. Others, they just backed away and found another target to try to hit. Okay? That's the energy that's coming to me. That's the download. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. Okay, so I marked my target. I'm here and I marked you. I marked my target. I marked my target. It just feels like energy that wanted to put this title on you as a fraud because they feel like the fraud. So you are someone who is the truth. So this is someone who works for the enemy. Some of them know they're working for the enemy. Some of them don't. Some of them actually think they're doing God's work, which is wild. But this is the distortion of the mind that many people are suffering from. So they'll find ways to make it make sense for them, or justify the wrongs that they do to really make sure that they have gain. The only thing they think about is gain. It's very selfish. It has nothing to do with helping people. It has nothing to do with helping people to really grow. It could seem that way because that just might be the front for them to get what they really want, which is the attention, the clout, the gratification from others. But the real intention behind it is very ugly, very nasty. Okay, it's it's very dishonest. Okay, so these types of individuals will seek out earth angel energy, like people that really are about that life and really are moving from a space of God's frequency. They don't just talk it, they really walk it in real life. They don't just talk it because it sounds good and because people gravitate towards it. They talk it because that's truly what they believe and truly how they live. So this is not someone who lives one way in the background, but in the forefront they portray another way. Okay, that's not the energy that I'm picking up on. I mean, that's not like what they do, I should say. It's like, did I say that right? Hold on, I think I flipped it and switched it. That is what they do when it comes to being fake, basically. So they know that they live a life that is a facade. So when they see someone really living a life that they truly desire, which is from a space where what they do behind closed doors, it actually matches what they do in the forefront, they feel some type of way about that because it reminds them of what they're not doing correctly. It reminds them of how like these type of people will use the label of God and doing the right thing just as a mask, but that's not how they really live. It's just because they know how people react towards someone who is considered righteous and someone who believes in God. So these are people that will use God's energy for their own personal gain. Okay, this is fraudulent. It's portraying that you walk in righteousness to be one to guide people. Meanwhile, the intentions are all wrong because some individuals, such as this energy I'm picking up on, what all that they do, the intention is for themselves. It has nothing to do with the people. Okay? And it's just very sad when you see people like this. This is like that false prophet pastors that be robbing people, and like people who are seen, publicized, and yet their intentions were bad from the jump. It's just a good position to be in because it gives them everything that they desire: the clout, the attention, the money, the stardom. Okay, that energy. It's just that energy that I heard top dog. Top dog. I heard I mean, some people are really top dogs, though. That's the thing. Some people really are, and some people are not. Some people put up a front. So it really comes from a space of intention. What are the intentions? You know, are they good or are they bad? So this type of individual seeks out people like you because you walk from a place of honesty. And when you speak of your spiritual journey, you're being honest. There's work that you actually did on yourself because you knew it was best for you and you wanted to, because you want to be a better version of yourself. So the work that you really did, they try to act like they did it, but they didn't. Okay? And then they'll use what you have been given to their advantage, but they don't realize that they're causing their own soul to suffer because they're not doing exactly what has been placed on them to do. This is very confusing. It's a very confusing loop. So they could benefit from it, though, financially. It could be very beneficial financially. But soul-wise, they're dimming their own eternal light. They're dimming their own true love for self. So they'll in the background, like on the forefront, it'll feel good, it'll be good, it'll look good because the money's there, the attention is there, all the things that have a lesser value compared to the spiritual aspect of life. Okay. So willing to step on people that they feel are weaker than them, yet they know that they feel deep down inside that people like you are stronger than them. So the only way for them to get what they want, which is that image, is to take what you have, utilize it, make it look like it came from them, and then capitalize off of it. And that's really what a lot of businesses do. It's competition. It's like, that's why some people wouldn't be good at business, because it's very cutthroat. Okay? And, I mean, it doesn't have to be that way if you know how to work at it like that. If you know how to do it in a way where you put God first and you really about that life for real. You know, it doesn't have to be so cutthroat. However, most times, energy that is in business goes that route because it's more profitable. So it's not about the people. It's about, I want to say something, but I'm trying to figure out how to say it. It's about the favor of the image. It's the favor that the image brings. It's not about the favor from God at all. At all. It has nothing to do with God, but they'll trick themselves into believing that it's God's work that they're doing when they're really a thief. And all that is going to do is annihilate their soul. That's all that does. It only breaks a person down more when deep down inside they know it's wrong. And a lot of times when people know better, but they feel like they don't want to do the work, they'll do this and be affected on the inside. They'll be eaten alive from the inside out. Okay, so this is just to say how mad you really make certain people for just seeing what they do and just like clapping it up for them. Like, okay, good job. Good job on destroying yourself. Because you don't even, do you know what you're doing? They think they're hurting you, but they're hurting themselves. It's not you that they're hurting. They think they are. So if they follow your every move and try to do it first, that is going to be their success, because their success is based on your actions. And that in and of itself is wild, because that means that if they don't have you, then they won't be successful, or they won't have the success that they want, or they'll just try to find someone else to bite off of. Bite anything that they can, anything that is working for someone that is in your frequency, someone who is walking from a place of truth and walking in God's frequency for real, not just a facade. They'll just look for someone else. if they can't get to you. So yeah, that's what this energy is about. And remember, when you are someone who works for God, for the gods, okay? If you are someone who lives life from God's frequency, then God will always, that God energy will always give you more. You will always have access to more, because that's just how it goes. Because there's a calling on your life, and it's meant for you to do a thing. So you're gonna do it regardless of who try to step in your way, because that's what you're made for. That's what you're here for. It's a part of your code. So it has to come to pass. The only person that can stop that from happening is you, if you were to stop. So I think this is the overall message is, if you see this energy coming for you, just know that it's a part of the journey. It just is. It is. It's crazy that this is a part of the journey. It seems crazy, at least in the beginning, but the more you look from an eagle eyes perspective, and you keep going higher and higher, and keep you looking from a wider lens, things make sense. Life begins to make sense, because in order to be the best, challenges are there for you to actually see another way. Okay, I think that's the best way for me to say it. So that's it for this message. If you deem this energy as an aspect of the love that you have for yourself, and if you deem this energy as a representation of the true relationship that you have with that God frequency, God energy, drop it down in the comments below. 888, I declare this is an aspect of my love for myself. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you feel my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. To book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyrose.org. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.